I saw a clip on Twitter of I'm Dante talking about Plaqueboymax and his move from streaming to maybe rapping.
I feel like streaming, which he was already good at, or it was like already on top of, to try to cut. I don't know if he's cutting it off completely and just trying to do music and then just like, you know, be in the dark and then drop shit and then go back in the dark like these other artists be doing. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm just like, bro, like I feel like niggas gonna miss like that personality. Like I don't know if his personality gonna change because of the you know, the music image now. Like he don't want to be seen as that goofy ass dude on stream. He wants to be seen as an actual artist. Because if you make music and you still stream or you do YouTube, you're not gonna be just looked at as an artist. You're gonna look at like a streamer who does music and shit like that. So it's hard to escape that, which I can see why he would probably just try to strictly do music.
This is all off the top of the head. I'm just gonna yap at the camera. This sparked something in me that I was like, I'm just gonna make a video about this. So we're gonna sit down and talk. I'm gonna kind of give you my angle on what I think is happening or what happens to people in this kind of range, early 20s, trying to pursue something that they are passionate about, not necessarily what got them off the ground initially. For the last little while now, it looks like Max has slid into the music side of things, trying to take it very serious. There's plenty of clips of him having people goofing off around him, and he's kind of trying to lock in and hone his craft. It seems like he might make a bit of a personality shift here, and that could turn off a ton of viewers. So I want to make this video as a kind of heads up that something like this can happen to any content creator that you currently watch that fits into this kind of box. Max is 22 years old. Now, a pivotal time during your life is going into your 20s. If you are as well known as him, you're trying to branch into certain avenues, you're going to be looked at by your personality, especially when you're young. So if you're not kind of straight edge and really locked into your craft, a lot of people can just kind of throw away what you're talking about. Of the top percentage of streamers, I want you to think about their personalities. Really sit there for a second and think about the goofiness, the unseriousness, the complete lack of disregard for anything that actually works in the real world. Once you gain a title like streamer rapper, if he decided to pivot to gaming or any other kinds of content, the overwhelming influx of people that are going to be like, bro, just make the beat. I wouldn't be surprised with Max trying to get into the rapper side of things if he does switch up his personality to better fit a way that can make him seem like a legitimate interest for that entire niche. This brings to mind an idea that a lot of streamers, a lot of the younger ones, if something ever goes south for them or they ever get an interest that is outside of that goofy range, viewers need to anticipate the fact that things can change. The internet is one of those places that loves when things change, but also loves when they stay the same. On one hand, they want him to grow and be able to be diverse in what he does. And the other hand, they want you to stay the same for the thing that they know you for. That might be kind of hard to grasp initially, but let me boil it down to this. Imagine your favorite anime. Imagine that they change the art style about halfway through. That's going to be jarring for you, and that's understandable because you've already gone this portion with this thing that you really enjoy, and now it's made this giant leap to something that you are unfamiliar with. Familiarity is the key here. So when someone is making a potentially drastic change to their entire scope of who they are, especially on the internet with the amount of followers that Max has, this is going to be a bit jarring, understandably, for his community. All of this to say that people change, and you have to be aware of that on the other side of the screen. These are people. This is not some dead set construct that is going to persist years down the line. If you're a younger member of his audience and you watch him grow into his 20s and eventually his 30s, if he's still doing content, expect change. It's part of human growth. Because at some point, the goofy, silly thing is really cool and enjoyable, entertaining, some would say. But if you get into your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you're still acting that way, you have two options. You're either the really fun, cool old guy, or you need to be acting your age. And both these options are not things that you get to choose. Let's say the general principle of the 80-20 rule applies here, and you, on a coin toss, either get 80% cool, funny, older guy, or 80% what are you doing? Please, you're in your big age of whatever it is, start acting like it. It scares me for a lot of future content creators because there will come a point, just like if you watch, okay, perfect example here, just thought of it off the top of my head. If you can gradually transition and just grow over time, you are going to actually foster a better connection with your community because they are aware that you are gradually getting into this different side, not hard cut switch. Imagine somebody like PewDiePie. If you're around my age, you watched him in like middle school, saw all of his amnesia videos back when the YouTube layout was now prehistoric, but you've watched him grow into an actual full adult, not somebody with the swooped over hair, the energetic throwing of his body and voice everywhere, but a father and a husband who has changed his life in ways that are really hard to actually fathom. I mean, go to his channel right now, go to his oldest videos, scroll through a couple of them, and go to his newest uploads. He has honed his ability now to go into his interests with a level of uniqueness and just downright authenticity that is admirable for a lot of people. If we can watch these top content creators grow in a way like he has, then I think that overall the internet would be a better place for content. I see way too many posts, back and forth drama. It's annoying. My understanding of how I operate on the internet is to escape a lot of those things. I try to tailor what I take into myself as a form of a filter. If it's not positive, it's not for me. And I think a lot of people should do that these days. I mean, if I go on my YouTube right now, it's Asmongold talking about drama, it's Tectone talking about drama, it's Big E talking about drama. It's really hard because talking about actual drama is an easy way to hook a lot of people, and you kind of loop yourself into that for a long haul if you keep doing that. I mean, right now, Ludwig is getting a ton of hate. He's literally the most trending thing I'm seeing on Twitter right now. I'm trying to make something that counteracts that entire narrative. What's the point of drama farming? It's one thing if you're talking about something that directly affects you and it's actually applicable to something that you want to put out there. I think the people as a whole need to be more self-aware and also look through other people's eyes, put yourself in someone else's shoes, and kind of try to have a little bit of, this is a hard one today, not a lot of it, human sympathy. Drama farming isn't the move. People grow and change. Your favorite content creator right now that's super energetic is eventually going to be a 40-year-old man, and do you really want him to act like a 17-year-old when he gets there? Leave you with some things to think about. That's all I had for this video. I just want to sit down and talk. I'm literally just chilling in my chair in my office space. If you guys enjoyed this video, give other videos a chance, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.